All right. What's up, YouTube? I'm Logan Paul. This is 2016. And I'm here with Noah Lyles.
It's me.
I already said that again.
I'm Noah Lyles. We're doing this bit twice.
Yeah. But they don't know that. My 10 subscribers don't know that, dude.
Dude, I just want to give a personal shout out to each of your 10 subs right now.
Oh, wait, no, I'm at 16 now.
Oh, I don't have time to do 16 shout outs, so
dude.
I'll just skip them.
Dude, what's your mom's name?
Dude, I have a funny story, actually. So, my last name's Bailey. My mom is Jennifer Bailey.
Yes.
But that's also her maiden name.
Her maiden name is Bailey, but she married a Bailey.
Yeah. So I'm Bailey on both sides of my family.
And you also dated your cousin.
I did date my third cousin once removed.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
nonsense going on.
But here's the thing is my mom and my dad are like 8th or 9th cousins. So they're not close.
Oh, yeah, they're not related. They're like you and Shade.
It's just circumstantial, yeah.
Yeah, it's just coincidence.
And my dad has a sister who's also named Jennifer. So at the time he dated my mom, he was dating a girl with the same exact name as his sister.
First and last.
First and last.
Dang, dude, that's like 3 strikes.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 strikes and you're out, brother.
Yeah.
3 strikes and your kid has 7 eyes.
I think that's partially explains me a little bit.
Yeah, but you're not a product of inbreeding at all.
No.
It's just like it's a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence that like it appears that I am.
Oh.
Yeah, because of the just like the mental health stuff and you know.
Do you believe in God?
Oh.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe in God, but it's complicated. What does belief mean? I don't want to be Jordan Peterson on you.
Yeah.
But
if a girl doesn't accept a date from you, she's oppressing you.
Yeah, I do believe that.
That's what he said once, I think.
Yeah, that's true though.
Just so funny. He just I think he wants to make an army of incels and like rule the world, dude.
Dude, he's fallen off the deep end anyway. Yeah. But God. Yeah, I believe in
back to God.
I believe in God, even though I know that I can't logically prove that God is real.
I mean, yeah, that's his whole thing. That's his whole thing, his faith.
Yeah. But I definitely try to live a virtuous life, and I'm guided by moral principles.
Yeah, that doesn't equate to God, though.
Yeah, but, like, it kind of does.
Yeah. I mean, it depends what you equate it to, I guess. You could equate it to just Harry Potter. That's
true. I think any belief in morality is belief in something that cannot be known, you know?
Yeah.
Just because you cannot prove that something is good or bad, but by choosing to live what you think is a good life, that is a belief system, and that could be interpreted as believing in God in some way.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more complex than that.
Something greater than yourself. Like some moral entity that's more moral than you. Mm-hmm. Even though it might not necessarily be like God per se. Like a traditional God. Because God could be a lot of things. It doesn't have to be what has been structured in religion. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But, yeah, at the end of the day, we'll find out one day.
Or not. We don't know.
Oh, we won't. I mean, if we don't find out, that's us finding out in a way.
Maybe, but, like, I don't know. Who knows? There's more interesting questions, in my opinion.
Like what? Like sundresses or leggings on a girl?
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm a sundress guy.
I'm a sundress guy.
I think sundresses are also better for more body types.
Yes.
It's a little bit more versatile.
I think if you're a girl and you wear a sundress, you're automatically an 8 and above. I don't even care what you look like.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
every girl looks
a good sundress.
Every girl looks good in a sundress, bro. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Leggings to me, they're okay. It's just like a sundress is just like leaves it up more for like they're more like not virtuous. What's the word? Decent.
Decent.
I don't know the word. It's just more wholesome. And
it seems more modest, maybe.
Yeah, like what's it called? Leggings might get a man more horny because they're like looking at more. But a sundress is like, oh, I want to like get to know her. She's beautiful type thing.
Mm-hmm. They're more graceful.
Yeah.
They're less casual.
Yeah, dude. That's a better question than the whole if God's real thing.
Yeah. Or like something I think about is like Crunchwrap Supreme or Cheesy Gordita Crunch.
Both ass.
Really?
Yeah, both ass.
What do you get at Taco Bell?
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Like the Chipotle burrito?
No, I go to Chipotle.
Oh, you don't go to Taco Bell?
I go to Taco Bell and I say, wow, I could be spending money on Chipotle instead.
I don't like Chipotle.
That's crazy. It tastes so much more organic and real. And homemade.
That may be true, but who says I want organic and real?
You want... Oh, I guess that's fair. It's all.
I would rather go to Cafe Rio than Chipotle.
Well, Cafe Rio's delicious, but it's like not even Mexican food. It's just like its own thing.
Yeah.
It's like Mexican-inspired food, but it's delicious, though. Like, it's good. That's... Yeah.
I don't like Mexican food per se. I don't dislike it, but I think that the best Mexican food is like the Mexican-American fusion. And I think Taco Bell's real for that.
Yeah.
Taco Bell's out there pushing the frontier.
I would say Taco Bell, yeah. Taco Bell's like... But Cafe Rio's also... Like, so sweet pork burrito is not a thing in anywhere in Mexico.
Yeah.
But it's so good. It's so good still. Oh, I can't talk about food, bro.
I went to Cafe Rio today, actually.
Yeah, we can't talk about food.
Okay, we can talk about something else.
I'm going to die because I'm doing Well, me and Chad are going to document it, make a pod like day 3, day 4, so we're going to talk about it. But right now, me and Chad are doing this no-eat challenge where first one to eat loses, and we're trying to see how long we can go. It's only been not even 24 hours yet, and I'm already hungry.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Have you ever had Adderall?
No, but I'm prescribed it.
You prescribed it, but you've never filled it?
Mm-mm.
It's a crazy appetite suppressor.
Dang, I might do that.
Like, I take an Adderall, and I literally won't eat for a day. And I can feel my stomach, like, eating itself. And it's painful, but I have no appetite. It's very bizarre.
Dude, I'm scared because, like, people say Adderall, it's like suicidal thoughts are, like, a biggest symptom.
Really?
That's what I hear. And I have a homie that did it, and he's like, yeah, dude, I almost blew my brains on Adderall once.
Really?
I was like, oh, I don't want to do that.
That's interesting. I've never had that side effect.
That's good, bro.
I do take Zoloft with it, though, because I get irritable.
Was Zoloft like a Xanax?
I don't know enough about medication to really tell you.
Is it a calm? Is it a relaxer or is it an
I think it's a antidepressant.
Oh, Zoloft.
Yeah, Zoloft.
Oh, Zoloft.
I take the generic. I think it's called... No, I don't remember.
Bro, I take Miralax and Kool-Aid and...
Miralax, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Interesting. Have you considered changing your diet?
No, dude. Bro, let's get into some LDS history,
Let's get into the real stuff.
Top 3 best church figures.
Oh, I mean, first. The first one's Joseph Smith.
He's the GOAT.
Obviously the GOAT.
He's the GOAT, dude.
I love Joseph Smith.
Dude, he's sick. He's actually sick.
He's actually a gangster.
Yeah. He's a mobster.
You could see it like that for sure.
He literally is a mobster. That's the thing, is like a lot of people that hate the church, it's like, dog, you don't realize that this guy pulled off like one of the greatest licks in religious history. Yeah. Kind of sick. Kind of admirable.
Kind of awesome. What do you think about Joseph Smith? Do you think that he was sincere or that he was intentionally deceitful?
I think he was intentionally deceitful. Well, and I guess he'd be sincere if he like had an acid trip or something and he genuinely thought that God told him to do these things. Mm-hmm. So like that's the only scenario I could see him being genuine, is if he actually did see these things, but it was like off of drugs or like, I don't know, the human brain is powerful. Maybe he did like really, really convince himself he saw it.
Yeah, I think more that he was sincere.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why is that? So if he's sincere, he did believe he saw these visions.
That's tricky. There's a really good explanation that I like. I don't know the source. I think it's from Dan Vogel. But don't quote me on that. He's got this idea that Joseph Smith was a pious fraud, meaning that Joseph Smith he did lie occasionally, but his lying was always with good intentions, and he was trying to build up like a moral community.
Mm.
And that justified him being a little bit deceitful because it was what the people needed to hear in order to like be instilled with these values. I think there's a lot of merit to that idea.
No, I'm very open to that being a possibility.
Because one thing that Joseph Smith talks about in a few sources is moral relativism. So have you read The Happiness Letter?
No, I haven't.
So it was a letter written to, I think, Nancy Rigdon, who Joseph Smith was like proposing himself to, as a polygamist wife.
Age?
I don't
Just
know.
kidding.
I think she was 19.
Oh, hell yeah.
Still, I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not wrong.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I just
Yeah.
don't like. I don't think I would like a polygamous lifestyle. But
Yeah.
this happiness letter talks about how that which might be wrong in one situation might be absolutely right in another situation, and he specifically quotes God as like saying, "Thou shalt not kill," and then in other cases saying, "Thou shalt utterly destroy." So he's
Jeez.
making this argument that whatever God says is good, which is an interesting argument, which is at odds with the broader LDS theology that we have today. Because today we say God is subject to law.
Yeah.
So law predates God. But Joseph Smith here is saying God is the law and whatever he says goes.
He's the moral.
Yeah. It's
the
convenient
morals.
because Joseph Smith's the prophet, right?
Yeah, so that means he can...
Whatever I say goes.
Yeah, whatever I say is what God says. But that's interesting. That's a very, very interesting thing that I think has a lot of merit and a lot of things that you could really get into, but it is very much setting him up to not ever be morally challenged.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm not even sure he's fully self-aware that that's what he's setting himself up to do. I think that he is honestly has a feeling of self-righteousness that causes him to behave in certain ways. And like we know that the tendency of people in those sorts of circumstances, they tend towards absolute power. They tend towards abuses of their power. They might not even recognize that they're abusing their power, but Joseph Smith certainly did. But whether or not that makes him a bad person, it's like, that's a different question. I don't think he thought he was a bad guy. I thought he was genuinely doing what he thought was right.
Yeah.
Which is inspirational on the one hand, and on the other hand, it's also very scary. Because what limits do you impose on people's beliefs? Like, how do you structure what people are allowed to believe in and what they're not allowed to believe in?
And where's the line if you think that you're doing the right thing? Because I feel like if you know you're shitty, you're like, all right, I got to chill out. But like if you're like, oh, everything I do is right, everything I do is moral, everything I do is God inspired, you kind of, there's no limit to what you can do.
Yeah, I always say that the most dangerous emotion is self-righteousness, because if you truly think that you're called upon by God to do something, nothing will stop you from doing that thing.
Yeah.
And we see that all over history. People are so convinced that they're right, and they don't have the humility
and they have followers
acknowledge that they might be wrong.
Yeah.
And they can stir up a crowd. They're typically very charismatic. They're good leaders.
Yeah.
And so you get people to do things that are very cult-like, for lack of a better term. And the emotional intentions are good, and there might be a lot of happiness associated with the cult-like behavior, but it still is cultish, and to outsiders it can be very destructive, and to some insiders as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you can convince dudes to let them have sex with your wife,
exactly,
that's a lot of power.
Or your underage daughter.
Yeah, or your daughter, or your daughter's little sister.
That is, it's very disturbing.
At the end of the day, he was just horny, and
Dude,
he just started.
Aren't we all?
Yeah,
you know?
But I mean, I'm not gonna start a cult. I'm not that horny.
Maybe I would if I could, but I can't.
Maybe I'll get to the level of like Joseph Smith's horniness where I will start a cult. But as for now, I just have like a regular libido.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal.
I think I agree there.
Yeah.
About your libido.
Yeah. Oh, you don't agree with yours?
No, I also do with mine.
Okay.
Probably.
'Cause if you start a cult, dude, I wouldn't look down on you, dog. I'm sure Joseph Smith's homies, some of them like left him and they were like, bro, you're weird.
They did, you know.
But
the Whitmer family.
Yeah, but I bet some were like, you know what, dog? I rock with you. I'm not gonna join your weird shit, but I like you. We can still like have a drink. every once in a while.
Yeah, I wonder if he had any friends who like weren't members of the church.
Yeah. I mean, he basically started a cult at 14.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I say he started it around like 25.
Yeah. Well, I guess the idea of the cult, he started it at 14.
Yeah, I don't know that he ever was trying to start a cult necessarily. Yeah. You know, people
start religion, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think he even had ideas to start a religion until a little bit after the Book of Mormon was published, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it seems like Joseph Smith's original idea was to like write the Book of Mormon. Well, I don't know if he wrote it, but like produce the Book of Mormon and then sell the copyright and then make money off of it and then do whatever, like join a Methodist sect. But the book didn't sell that well.
Yeah.
So, like, some people think that he pivots from there to starting his own church, and then you know where that goes.
What makes you think he wanted to sell the Book of Mormon, make money, and join the Methodist sect?
A few things. I'm pretty rusty on my church history facts, so we're gonna have to fact check all of this. But the facts are that he was engaged in like get rich quick money schemes before. He was a treasure digger.
Oh yeah.
And he believes in a magical worldview where you actually can find buried treasure, which shows up in the Book of Mormon as well, and like later in Doctrine and Covenants when they go back to visit Boston, Massachusetts.
I mean, wasn't the Book of Mormon a buried treasure?
Exactly. yeah. Like that's what he's claiming, right?
Yeah.
And we've never ever found buried treasure the way that the Book of Mormon is described as being discovered. So
yeah,
it's a very scant claim, but so he's doing all these things to make money, and then he produces the Book of Mormon, and then he does apply to sell the copyright, I think in Canada. So
dang.
There's definitely motivation there, and he was selling the copies originally. They were trying to make a profit.
Yeah, originally he was selling them.
Yeah. And you see that emerge later in church history as well in the early period, like patriarchal blessings. They charged like $1 for every patriarchal blessing that they made.
Oh, dang.
So that tendency emerges later as well. And as for whether he would join the Methodists, he did like attend Methodist meetings most frequently.
Yeah.
And his siblings and mother were Methodists.
Yeah.
His dad never really converted to a church, any particular church, although his dad was a Universalist.
Yeah. I've been to some of those. In South America, the Universalists, bro, they like speak in tongues. They like strip down naked and like shake on the ground and have seizures. Like they do weird things. It's all hilarious because it's all acting. But it's
maybe like how do we know that it's acting?
I mean,
they could
guess.
Genuinely. I can see myself, if I put myself in their shoes, I could see myself tricking myself into believing that it was real.
That makes it even funnier though.
Yeah.
That's even better than, I guess, acting then.
It's like the purest form of acting where you become the subject.
Well, I believe actors, really, really good method actors, believe they are their character.
Oh, absolutely. I did theater, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I did theater in high school, and I totally relate to that experience.
Yeah.
Of having real emotional reactions to things that were happening in a simulation.
Yeah.
Like on stage, and forgetting everything about like my real life in the moment. The human capacity to adapt to situations and to like cognitively structure reality around present experiences is very remarkable.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of fascinating because like you believe that like who you're playing, I guess, is like really you. Mm-hmm. And like that could be true in religion too, like if you're like speaking in tongues and stuff.
Yeah. And it gets to the point where, and people like Jordan Peterson describe religion this way, as like something so deep and so profound and so indescribable that maybe it's more true than anything else. Like the idea of a transcendental truth. And I think that's interesting. Obviously, there's no way to prove that, and I don't know if I personally believe that all the way.
Yeah, but it's interesting to think about.
Yeah, it is interesting that people can, like the harsher way to say it is delude themselves into believing certain things.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's really delusion. It's very gray.
Yeah, bro. Speaking of gray, how's your first kiss like, bro?
Oh, my first kiss was great.
The subscribers want to know. Tell a story.
It's a long one. I had this huge crush on this girl. We'll call her Vanessa.
Okay.
That's her real name.
Biracial, obviously.
No, she was purely white.
Okay.
I know, it does sound like a biracial name.
Yeah, that sounds like a second-gen Latina.
Yeah.
But we'll go with Vanessa.
No, Vanessa, great girl. I had a huge crush on her for 3 years, ever since I was 13. And then started making moves, putting the moves on.
Get the Riz machine going.
Yeah, but I was an awkward teen, man.
Dude, who wasn't?
I know some people who weren't as awkward.
I don't think I was awkward once I was like 16. I think that's when I like was smooth. But before that, good Lord.
I feel like I'm still awkward occasionally. Anyway. So Vanessa and I have this little romance going, and she rejected me a few times, but I was just so persistent. And she was like the first girl I ever held hands with. Yeah. That was in 2016 in January at a showing of The Force Awakens.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And she went with you to that?
She went with me, yeah.
Dang, dude. I mean, she liked you, bro. Why she went?
Oh, I mean, obviously she liked me. We were holding hands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that was like 3 years in the making.
Okay.
And then my birthday comes around and I turn 16. And then her birthday is like 4 months later in September. Mm-hmm. Which means she just turned 24. That's cool.
Dang, dude.
Anyway, so we were both 16. This is like October. And she had told me that she didn't want to date steady, like exclusive.
Yeah.
Which is pretty common.
It's common among 16-year-olds in the LDS religion.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. That was pretty hard to hear, but I accepted it. Yeah. And there was this other girl who liked me named Megan. And we were flirting it up. And I think Vanessa saw it one day at a choir performance. And she got really upset and then went home.
What did she think was going to happen?
I don't know.
You were going to wait for her?
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. So I went and visited her. She lives on my street. Yeah. So I go see Vanessa that night. And I was like, hey, you left kind of early. What's going on? And she's like, I'm just a little bit frustrated after seeing you and Megan. And I was like, well, I don't know what you really expect from me, because I thought this is where you were at, and you know I've always liked you, but I can't just get rejected all the time, you know? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, no, I get it. And it's a little bit more complicated. I'm sure I don't remember all the details. It was like 8 years ago. Yeah. But then we just started talking about other stuff, and one thing led to another, and then after a few hours, we just like wound up kissing. It was really intense.
Dang, dude.
It was crazy.
Angry kissing, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't really angry, but...
She was, like, smacking you while you were kissing, dude.
Yeah.
You were smacking her, maybe?
A little, like, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I used a little bit too much tongue, though. And she was... Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Dude.
But I didn't know what I was doing. It was both of our first kiss.
It was your first kiss, dude. Go easy on yourself.
Yeah. Bro. Anyway, and then we kissed again a little bit, and then she's like, so does this mean we're dating now? And I said, yeah. So that was that. That was pretty great.
That was like kind of your first girlfriend, sort of?
First girlfriend, yeah.
Nice.
First holding hands, first kiss, first girlfriend.
Dang, dude, you gotta find her.
Yeah, dude, she got married.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Dang. Shout out Vanessa. Or we don't have
Shout out Vanessa. I don't remember her last name now. Her new last name.
Dang, dude.
No, she was great. I was a pretty bad boyfriend.
She's the one that got away.
Maybe.
You love her. You love her right now.
I don't love her right now.
Dude, it's okay.
Dude, I know. I know it's okay.
You love her.
I mean, I guess I love her in like a very
Go find her.
way. That would be awkward.
Go get her.
I actually saw her a year ago.
Dang, bro.
With her fiance.
Is she still in Utah? Still in Utah?
I don't know. I think she's probably in Logan.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
She
close to my house, kind of.
We were at this film thing for BYU, and I went, and she was there. So I like sat next to her fiance.
Oh, wow, dude.
And I was like, this is a little awkward.
Is he better looking than you, or is he not?
You know, it's impolite to say on a podcast, so I'll just blink once or twice to you.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
She's not going to hear this.
I mean, we don't know that.
I promise you.
We don't know that.
I don't know that. You're right. Maybe
this will probably be recovered by biographers in 50 years.
Yeah, this is just gonna be on YouTube, and if they ever shut down YouTube, then yeah, it'll be gone. But
that's true.
Which I could see happening, dude. I think all social medias eventually probably get shut down.
What do you think about dead internet theory?
That when humans die, the internet's still gonna be up.
No, it's more like most of the content on the internet isn't created by humans; it's created by bots.
Aren't we already there, kind of?
Yeah, we are. Like, that's the idea. It's like, you think that when you see a Facebook post that it's by a real person, but it's probably just a fake thing meant to drive engagement.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. AI. Did you see AI initiated its first conversation like a week ago?
I don't think that was real.
ChatGPT? Well, I don't know. I just saw it.
I'm pretty sure that was fake.
That was fake?
I did see it, though.
That'd be nuts.
That would be nuts.
Just like, hey, how's your day going? Like, oh.
I kind of want that. Like, we need to introduce some sort of time-dependent behavior into chatbots.
Yeah.
I think that would make them seem more human.
It would, it fix the lonely epidemic or whatever. Or it might make it worse.
I think it would make it, worse, but
I agree.
It would be cool.
I think it'd make it worse. Because, the way to fix it is, human interaction, going outside.
Yeah, you need face-to-face interaction to solve the loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, dude. Especially... Yeah, dog. That's exactly what y'all are doing.
Are we going to talk about
Which brings me to my next sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Pen Pals. Have you ever... Actually, they're not paying me. Screw off.
Wait, I want to hear your pitch for it.
Okay. I've actually done ad reads for the last 10 episodes, and my sponsor has been Pen Pals.
No way.
I think Chade paid me 50 cents once.
That's crazy.
So I can officially be sponsored.
Wow.
I don't even know if that's legal, but whatever.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna stop it.
Yeah, you're not against it. Okay, I'll do an ad read right now. I'm gonna hold it up like an ASMR. Today's episode is sponsored by Pen Pals. Have you ever felt lonely? Have you ever felt like nobody wants to hang out with you? Well, I have a solution for you. Pen Pals is a social media platform in which you can, I wouldn't even call it social media. Scratch that. It's a social platform where you can meet people and know what events are happening near you and meet your people. Pen Pals. For you, for your people.
Wow.
Dude,
that was interesting.
Dude, I don't even know what the hell I said.
That wasn't bad.
I was possessed. I think I was speaking in tongues, like the Universalists. It happens, dude.
Yeah. All right, Pen Pals, man. There's so much to talk about there. How much have we talked about Pen Pals?
Quite a bit.
We talked about social edge length and graph theory and stuff.
No.
One thing that I'm really invested in right now, and I haven't done as much work on it as I want to because I've been.
By the way, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. Noah is the CEO of Pen Pals. The ad read I've been reading the past 10 times. So let's just. All right, anyways.
Yeah.
Listeners want to know.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's me. I'm Noah, the CEO.
Yeah.
Now, that sounds like a made up title, but.
Noah Bailey.
Noah Bailey? No, it's just Noah Bailey.
Double Bailey, brother.
Anyway.
On your mom's side.
What's really interesting, the real problem to solve is how do you know that an event will be good to attend? What are the variables there? And so, I don't know. Do you have any ideas about that? Because here's what I think so far. First of all, it's important that you have someone that you know there. You need an anchor into the event. And most events are structured around one or two people who are the inviters.
Yeah.
Or the initiators. And so if you have a connection into the event is more likely to be enjoyable. And then the second one is even, this is independent of whether you have an actual connection, but the similarity of the people in the event to you. So if you're really into some, let's say you're into music production, you're probably going to have a better time at a music production event where there's a bunch of other music producers. So, and that seems pretty obvious and intuitive. So it's social connection, social edge length is what we call it, and then mutual interest. And then you probably want to have other similarities to the people. You want to have similar age, you want to have similar attraction.
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd map that. That's really hard to solve.
What you can do is everyone that has a profile picture on Pen Pals, you rate them this is harsh, on a scale of 1 through 10. And just have all the 5s together, have all the 6s together, all the 7s, all the 8s. Maybe mix the 7s and the 8s a little bit. Maybe mix the 9s and the 10s.
I think you want to have a normal distribution around the median hotness.
Yeah, you want the medium, 4 through 6s, you want them to probably mingle.
Yeah.
And make,
Yeah.
Who knows, bro?
There's a pot for every lid.
Yeah, there's a cherry for every dick.
That's true.
I don't know.
I read that.
I don't know.
I think that's in the New Testament, right?
I think it's in DNC.
Is that DNC section 139?
That's DNC section every prophet. What they did.
Okay, well,
to achieve fulfillment.
Okay, so mutual attraction.
Do you think that? Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
I mean that's basically it, right? Oh, and then proximity. You can't be traveling too far for a social event. It's probably going to be within 5 miles. Is the best radius.
Do you think that, an old prophet from the 1800s, not even a prophet, just an old man or I don't know, some clerk. Let's just say some old guy that isn't a prophet, just to not offend Mormons. Just an old guy was ever hitting it doggy, and he was like, "I have achieved fulfillment," and he came. Because I like to think about that sometimes.
Do I ever think that's happened?
Yeah.
Totally.
He said those exact words.
Oh, those exact words?
He's like, "I have achieved fulfillment."
In that accent?
No, I can't do it like an old 1800 accent. How would you do that? I have achieved fulfillment. I have achieved fulfillment.
Maybe
so help me God. And then he came. Do you
think he felt that way right after?
Bust a load on some girl's back. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if this is good CEO talk, but sorry, we can cut it out.
Sorry, shareholders.
Yeah.
I mean, currently there are no shareholders. So.
There are no. But
we're good.
Yeah, and you haven't said anything. Only I've said things.
Yeah, that's true.
Elon Musk has said worse, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, people don't like Elon right now.
Yeah. But I don't know.
What do you think about Elon?
I think that old guy has definitely done that, but we'll skip past that.
Oh, okay.
I think Elon is very intelligent. I think he's very robotic and not super empathetic. I think his employee conditions can be pretty robotic and awful. But he's revolutionary. He's very intelligent. He's helped the world, but I don't think he's this god. And I do think he's very flawed and greedy.
You think he's greedy?
Yeah, because I think if you're not helping your employees and investing in them, and I think there's greed in that.
Yeah, but he's made a lot of people rich and famous.
No, he has. That doesn't necessarily mean you're not greedy, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's greedy so much as he is vain.
I would say less greedy, more unempathetic, more
yeah,
tough luck, I guess. I can't do his accent, but
Yeah, that's valid. I feel like Elon has just lost the public touch. He's lived this life that is so different than anyone else's for so long that it's very hard for him to relate to us, and he does a lot of bizarre things that he's just lost it in a way. Not like he's crazy.
No, he's just out of touch.
Out of touch.
It's yeah, dude, if I don't live in the U.S. for 30 years, I'm going to lose the culture. I'm going to be submerged in Zimbabwe culture wherever I choose to live. It's just natural.
And I think another problem is he's surrounded by his sycophants. Yeah. And that's got to have an interesting effect on people.
People that idolize him think he's a god.
Yeah, you don't want to. I don't think you want to surround yourself with people who absolutely adore you. I think that's bad for
yes
you.
Men. They're yes men.
So you take someone like that, who's probably one of the most famous people on the planet and one of the richest.
Yeah, powerfulest, I would argue.
Yeah, probably one of the most powerful men.
Yeah.
And you just start to get this weird behavior. Did you see what he called out to Taylor Swift?
What?
After she endorsed Harris?
What did he say?
It was so weird. It was fine, I'll still impregnate you, but I don't remember.
What?
I want to get this right.
There's no way, dude.
It's crazy.
That is disturbing.
Elon Musk, Taylor Swift.
What? I was still in 782 with my child. I can't even do his accent. How do you do it? I was still in 782 with my child.
Okay, so he said, "Fine, Taylor, ... you win, ... I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life." Which is weird.
What?
That's a weird thing to say, right?
Was he just horny? Was he just like at 3 a.m. and like it was horny hours for him, and he's like, I need to impregnate Taylor Swift.
I have no idea. I just don't know. It was in reaction to her endorsing Harris.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a weird, sarcastic.
But like, I feel like that's different than. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a very weird thing to say. Why you got to bring up insemination? I don't.
Yeah.
You can just say I disagree.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know he was like in a custody battle with Grimes.
Oh, really?
I'm looking this up.
Do you like Grimes' music?
No, but I do know she released her first, like she produced her first album all in GarageBand.
Really? That's incredible.
So
I think she's very, very good. I really like Grimes.
I know she had that huge Coachella scandal. Was it Coachella?
Was it?
Or was it another festival where basically she like was DJing and completely messed up her set, and she blamed it on like the people that were setting up her booth, which is really weird. So it's making people call out her DJ skills, but
well, she's like a billionaire now, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah, because the alimony.
Grimes.
She would have to be if she divorced Elon.
Billionaire. Well, they were never married.
Oh, never mind then. I thought they were married. They just had a kid, is all.
Yeah, no, they have 3 kids.
Geez, and they named him like Guitar String or something. They named him like Christmas Light.
Let's see.
It's like XE Xaglon 47.
Yeah, Archangel.
Archangel.
All right, I'm looking at her Wikipedia.
There's like symbols in that kid's name that like don't, like you can't type, like aren't on a keyboard. So,
the symbols that, yeah.
I don't even know how that kid's gonna grow up to be like traumatized, I think. Imagine not being able to spell your name on a keyboard. That sucks. You're just gonna go by X. Like, there's no way he's actually gonna type in his name, his real name, his government name.
I would just call myself X.
X.
I don't know, man. He's got 12 kids, and apparently most of them hate him.
Yeah, one of them's trans or whatever, and he's like, she's dead to me.
Yeah,
he's dead to me because the woke virus has killed her. I can't.
Wasn't it a guy? Wasn't it his son who's a transgender woman?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, what do you do? So that's how you feel about Elon? You don't hate him, you don't love him.
I mean, I like what he does. I think Tesla's super revolutionary. I think SpaceX is super revolutionary. I think Solar Roof could have been, but Solar Roof is probably a scam.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
And I think when he bought Twitter, that was dumb and bad, and he's ruined it.
Yeah.
But
didn't he spend $44 billion on it?
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
So that's another thing that's interesting, is he's probably one of the most powerful men on Earth, but the most powerful man on Earth isn't that powerful, because he bought Twitter and it completely collapsed and it made everyone hate him.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm a Twitter user, and it's different. The only thing different now is like, they're just like, it's ironic because his intention was to get rid of bots, but there's a lot more bots since he's joined it.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it's just like a jungle. There's like porn on there. There's like weird porn on there. There's no censorship because he's like big on free speech or whatever. But like some things maybe should be censored.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are discovering.
Like I don't know, like a transgender woman getting like beheaded and shit. Like there's like weird like why is this on the internet? Why is this on your platform, brother?
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like on like a recommended page. It's like, why is this being recommended. I don't. Whatever, dude.
Well, you come into a huge system like Twitter and you make these naive assumptions, and it turns out these companies, these platforms are a lot more complicated than you realize. And so it's not so simple. You can't just say, oh, we're going to make it not woke and take the bots away.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason it's woke that is tied to, like, pre-existing structures and tendencies that you might not be able to firmly identify.
There's a reason there's a bunch of employees.
Yeah.
He fired everybody and he has, like, 5 people running it.
Yeah.
Or something crazy like that. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite artists right now, bro? Musically? Yeah.
I gotta go Flume. He's up there.
Flume is sick.
I think what Flume does is great. Although I haven't been a fan of any of his recent stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
his prime's over.
Well, we don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think Skin is obviously his prime. Some people think Hi, This Is Flume's better.
I just know he has a song with Future called Blase.
Really? I don't even think I've heard that one.
Hard.
I'll have to listen to that. So Flume's up there. He's probably one of my greatest inspirations personally as a producer.
Yeah, I see the similarities.
Yeah, I rip him off sometimes.
Yeah. No, I hella see the similarities. But the thing is, he's probably ripping somebody else off.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just a cycle.
It's a cycle, yeah.
What is this term? Like, good artists borrow, great artists steal from Picasso?
I mean, the greatest musical artists in the world were like samplers. Like Kanye. He's a sampler.
Yeah.
He samples things.
Gives a lot of legitimacy to the sampling.
Yeah.
Which did change the entire musical landscape.
A lot of people argue he is the greatest producer in the world, of all time. A lot of people.
Maybe. I
don't necessarily
you could say
agree.
He's the most impactful.
Yeah. Influential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like Martin Garrix, although I don't listen to his stuff. It's more of like a nostalgia.
Yeah, that was like 2010s.
Yeah, 2010s is like Martin Garrix got me into EDM and then producing EDM, and I think he's really great. But I don't really listen to his stuff as much anymore because I don't like it.
He's better than Martin Harris.
Martin Harris?
Yeah.
Calvin Harris?
No, Martin Harris.
Are we going back to Book of Mormon?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Martin Garrix is cool.
I also like Versace.
Oh, yeah, but he's, like, not EDM. He's, like...
No, he's bedroom pop.
Yeah, he's, like, bedroom pop. Maybe a little bit of hip-hop. Like, there's some songs where I'm like, this is kind of trappy almost.
Hard.
Yeah.
He's very distinct, and I think he's a great producer, and I love his lyrics. Like, Versace is probably my...
Favorite songwriter?
He's probably my number one right now.
I have 6 of his songs. I looked it up.
Let me see how many I have. I think I have like 12?
Jeez. I have like 6. No, he's fire. He's really good.
Versace.
I like looked at a picture of him and he like didn't look how he sounded. It was weird.
Yeah, he's kind of like a chubby guy.
Yeah, it was like a little goofy looking, and I thought he was gonna be like a G-Eazy looking
I have
guy.
10.
10.
Yeah, he's cool.
No,
I also like this artist named Golden Vessel.
That one I've never heard of.
I think I've shown you a song by him.
Yeah.
I just got into him like a month ago. He's got some great stuff. He's also very bedroom pop.
Oh, that's hard. I love bedroom pop.
Yeah.
Golden Vessel. I'll look him up. I'll listen to him.
I also like Quickly.
I've also never heard of him.
Yeah, he got famous for lo-fi. And he has this one song called Swing Theory.
Yeah.
That blew up in 2018. And that, like, it's by far his most famous stuff. Like, all this lo-fi, when lo-fi was exploding. But now he produces, like, also sort of bedroom pop, jazz, fusion stuff.
Dang, dude. That's sick.
Yeah.
I'll have to look those dudes up.
Yeah. You know Rex Orange County, right?
Yeah. Didn't he have, like, 9 girls say that he, like, sexually assaulted them?
I think it was 4. I don't know. It wasn't 9.
It was, like, a ton.
And all the charges turned out to be bogus.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Fortunately.
That's interesting. That's weird how, like, so many charges and they're all bogus. I don't know, man. Who knows? None of my business.
He actually talks about that in his new album.
Really?
Yeah.
No, he's really good, bro.
He's super good.
He's like a songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like not like a crazy producer, even though his production is incredible. But like when I think of Red Orange County, I think of like, oh, that's like masterful songwriting.
And like multi-instrumental.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, have you heard his new album?
No, I've heard one song off of it and I really liked it.
Which one?
2008. 2008.
Yeah.
That one's beautiful.
That one's like super fun.
Yeah.
I also like The Table.
I gotta listen to the whole thing. I'm gonna listen to the whole. There's like, I have a list of albums I want to listen to. I write them down. I had to write that one down. I'm like way behind on it. There's like 15 bunched up. You gotta listen to. I know you don't really like this genre, bro, but Don Toliver's newest album. Goodness gracious, bro! It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece of trap music, which sounds weird to say. You don't really think of masterpiece and trap together. But, like, it's masterful trap. Like, if I had to introduce somebody to modern trap, I'd be like, bro, this this is the greatest example of, like, the peak of this genre, not necessarily the crappy parts.
I'll need to check him out.
Yeah, and he even has, like, dance hall music, too. He has, like...
Really?
He has a little bit of house. It's cool.
I kind of want to look this up right now.
Don Toliver, yeah. I think the song you would like the most is New Drop, because it's like kind of...
Don Toliver.
It's kind of bass and drumsy. It's not very trappy.
Right. Which song should I play?
My favorite one is Glock. That's my favorite song. It's not even trap. It's just like beautiful song. It's like just beautiful music.
Oh, he's popular.
I don't know if we can play because YouTube will copyright us.
Well, just cut this part out, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can just pause.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I can just pause and then I think in my sonic ear, I think trap drops are more satisfying than like EDM drops.
Really?
And for me at least.
Why do you think that is?
I think I just like 808s.
And
I like it. I don't know. I think it's that. But like EDM has 808s too, but I think like the pattern of like trap drops more. Like the pattern just does more to like my brain. I don't know how to describe it. Mm-hmm. That's the best way I can articulate it. I think it's just a drum pattern is what I like.
Yeah, I like trap drums. I especially like trap snares.
Yeah, trap snares are crazy. And I think I just like the vocals too. I think like the vocals of trap or like even hip hop like just sound cooler to me than like some longer going, "You were alive," and then which is cool. That shit's cool too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like I don't know. It just sounds cooler to me. It's hard to articulate why, but
for real.
All right, we're gonna end with a draft, bro.
We're gonna end with a draft?
Yeah, a draft. We have to think of a subject, dude. It could be I don't know, dude. So the way you do it is like you pick one, I pick one, and then we go, and then the viewers vote on who has a better 5.
Oh,
it could be anything. It could be like fast food restaurants. It could be
let's do Mormon prophets post Joseph Smith.
Oh, fire. Fire, dude. All right. Okay, wait. What are we going off of? Just how cool they were?
The greatest.
The greatest at what they did, or just the most ethical, or like the least ethical?
Like the most impactful towards shaping the modern church, right? Like their contribution to the church. And that could include like the organization or the theology.
Or just subjective favorites. Just who's cooler. Let's just go on who's cooler.
Okay.
Who's doper. All right, Joseph Smith doesn't count because that's
Joseph Smith's taken.
That's a cheat code. All right. I always let my guests go first. You go first.
Well, obviously I'm taking Brigham Young.
Yeah, that was going to be my pick.
Yeah. He's got to be the pick.
Dang, dude.
Like probably the most influential besides Joseph Smith.
I love how scumbaggy he was too. He's just like a bad human.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he was a bad guy.
Really? think he was.
Wait, why do you think that?
Dude, he literally thought black people were lesser. Like,
well, yeah.
But, like, Joseph Smith didn't necessarily have any evidence he did. Brigham Young, like, literally quoted. Like, he has quotes saying black people are lesser. I think that on its own means he's a bad human. But, like, also the whole, like, pedophile shit. You know?
Really?
I think if you're a racist and a pedophile, you're probably a bad guy.
I could see you holding the pedophile against him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. A lot of people were racist at the time. I'm not saying racism is good.
Yeah. I know they were. But he was extra. He was like extra
I don't think he was extra racist. I think, if anything, he was a little bit less racist than some of the people in the South.
Oh, yeah. Well, the South was like, they were just lynching black people.
Yeah. Like, Brigham Young
and Mexicans
institute the race ban, which was bad. But he also said comments that were pretty favorable towards black people, all things considered.
He has a quote that's like, if a black man follows the word of God and lives the gospel, he can be a slave in the celestial kingdom.
Yeah. Which is like...
insane.
What?
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. I mean, I think it's just simple. I think if you're a racist back then, you might get the benefit of the doubt because you're just following society. But pedophile and racist, that's like the double whammy. You don't get to be both.
But here's the thing. Look at what he accomplished. Like settling Salt Lake.
Oh, yeah, so Hitler accomplished a lot.
Okay, but like the negative impact of Hitler is arguably worse than the negative impact of Brigham Young.
Doctors will tell you Hitler had a lot of positive impact in the medical world.
Sure. Like there were advances in the... Like, you got to think about keeping a majority of our religion together, which is impressive.
Yeah.
And then the pioneer crossing, which was impressive, even if it was executed poorly at points. And then creating the state of Deseret, which encompasses like Nevada, Arizona, Idaho, and Utah. No,
he accomplished probably the most. And I think I'm just pissed you took him because I wanted him.
Yeah. Valid. Cry about it.
Yeah. I'm saying I like that he was a bad human. That'd be a sick pick. Like, as a dope pick.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
He is one of the GOATs.
One of the GOATs, for sure. All right. I think number one might... Ooh, this could go in a lot of places. But I think I'm going to go with a dark horse. I'm going P. Nelson. One. Okay, let me explain.
That's crazy.
Let me explain. One, motherfucker's still alive. None of those dudes are alive. L.
Okay, but he's going to die within a year.
Yeah, L. Two, he's 100 years old. I'm not exaggerating. He turned 100, like, recently, I think.
Yeah. September.
Yo, Jamie,
12th.
Fact check. When's P. Nelson's birthday? That's pretty crazy. He was able to impact the church for a century. Like, an entire century of contributing to the church. I mean, he probably wasn't contributing as a 2-year-old. But, like, you know what I mean? He's 100 years old.
Yeah.
So he already, by default, has had the biggest longevity.
But I would struggle to accept the argument that he's one of the most influential in the church.
No, but longevity, he's influenced for a longer period of time. Maybe not impact-wise, but longevity-wise.
He's definitely... He's not the longest serving, but he's the oldest, so that's
what I'm saying.
I guess commendable.
He can impact in bishoprics. He can impact in a lot of ways. But
yeah, but you look back at his impact, like, what did he do? Make us stop saying Mormon? And, like, 2-hour church?
Pretty sick.
Sick.
And it's dope because I think Gordon B. Hinckley was like, you have to call us Mormons. And P. Nelson's like, nah, we both talk to the same God, but he low-key changed his mind. We're not Mormons.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know the drama there, right? That's what you're referencing? Yeah.
I didn't know the drama.
Well, it's not confirmed.
Oh,
but
I want to know.
The idea is President Nelson, or I guess he was Elder Nelson, this is in the 90s, he gave a talk about how we should stop using the word Mormon because God's revealed revelation is this is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
So he gave that talk in the 90s, and then right after, Gordon B. Hinckley gave a talk that seems like a response, where he's like, no, people can call us Mormons, and that's not bad. That's fine. Like, that's actually good. And so
they beefed.
He didn't approve of that. And then Gordon B. Hinckley and Thomas S. Monson, you get the I'm a Mormon campaign, so they're embracing the term.
Yeah.
And then Nelson gets in office and then changes it to his way.
In office?
Yeah. Well, it's all about who outlives who. And they all have their own personal agendas.
Yeah, I don't have... But if they talk to God, shouldn't they have the same agenda?
I don't know how to tell you this, bro. I don't...
You're
right. That is what should happen.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
It's just like, if I'm your assistant and you have 5 assistants, wouldn't you tell us all the same thing?
Yeah, see, wouldn't that be nice? Doesn't that make sense in your mind?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you just have to reject that idea because of faith, bro.
What if they low-key weren't talking to God?
Well, I don't get heretical. I don't know how dude, the laws of God are not the laws of man, dude. It doesn't have to be logical. You just have to obey.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
So my second pick is going to be...
Speaking of, is that a good transition?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just have to obey.
I'm going to go... Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of angles you could go. There's a lot of angles. Oh, I have one.
I'm going to go Woodruff.
Oh, didn't he write?
No, he was the one. He was the fourth. So it goes Joseph Smith, Brigham Young, John Taylor, Woodford.
Wow, you're a dick writer for knowing that, dude.
Wilford Woodruff.
You're a wood writer.
No, he was the one who repealed polygamy.
Woodruff writer.
He wrote the first manifesto.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, did he peel it? Or was he, like, forced to?
Well, there was the... he was kind of forced to.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But here's the thing. John Taylor before him was also forced to.
And he's like, nah, I'm still going to fuck these bitches, though.
Dude, he got... Yeah. There's the Taylor revelation.
That's such a funny... the federal law was like, hey, man, stop fucking everyone's wives. And he's like, nah, I'm still going to fuck everybody, though. I'm still going to have sex with all these women. Loser. Pussy. So hard.
No, he received a revelation that polygamy would never end.
Really?
Yeah.
John Taylor?
Yeah, he never canonized it.
Oh, that guy just had so much fun in bed.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go Wilford Woodruff.
Not hard. What? There's something he wrote. He wrote, like... I don't know.
Are you thinking Spencer W. Kimball and the Miracle of Forgiveness?
No. Yeah, that's my second pick. Spencer W. Kimball. Because he wrote a book that made everybody suicidal. He wrote a book that is banned to read on missions because it makes missionaries go home.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's legendary. He basically said, like, you're always sinning, and even when you're not sinning, you're sinning by not sinning.
Yeah.
So you're a piece of shit, and you should kill yourself.
I read it. I didn't think it was that bad, but...
I mean, that's not the way everyone else interpreted it. I've read it too. I didn't think it was that bad either. I did feel a little shitty, but I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, eh.
I was like, I can't help it.
Guy's got needs, dude.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I don't know, man. But that's dope. That's my second pick. Plus, his part in the Prophet song goes the hardest. Like Spencer W. Kimball. Like the syllables.
I don't remember
with the melody
into the song.
His part goes the hardest, objectively.
All right, for my third, so I did Brigham Young, Wilford Woodruff. I'm going to go Gordon B. Hinckley.
Dang it.
Yep.
That was going to be my third, dude.
Well, you took my third. I was going to do Spencer W. Kimball.
Yeah.
But I think Spencer W. Kimball and Gordon B. Hinckley are very close.
They're synonymous, kind of.
I think Gordon B. Hinckley ushered us into the millennium, which was important.
Yeah.
He went on the Larry King show, which was important for like the visibility of Mormonism. Mormonism experienced its biggest growth under Gordon B. Hinckley.
Yeah.
Like explosive growth. He also had to navigate one of the toughest times when like the internet comes out and everyone finds out that the church has been lying.
And
everyone starts like getting wise. And he's like part of that because he was involved in church history during like formative years when things were being published.
Yeah.
And then so it's interesting. He was also my favorite when I was a kid.
Same.
I cried when he died.
I didn't cry, but I remember when we found out, there's a girl in my class that like ran out the room crying.
Yeah. So that's interesting, and I like that.
And then she got pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
That day?
No, like in like sophomore year or something.
Was she hot?
She's very beautiful, yeah.
Is she still?
I'm not gonna give her a name. Well, no, she has like kids and stuff now.
Well, you know, like some people have kids very beautifully.
No comment. She's very beautiful to somebody. My third
Wait,
pick
can you show me a picture?
after the pod.
Okay. Just don't forget.
I won't, dude.
Your
Why are you
third
touching
pick.
my dick when you said that?
Oh, I was just tapping your leg.
Nah, dude, stop touching my dick.
Whoa, hey. Guys, Alex is making this up right now. I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's what a person that would do that would say.
Hey, even so.
All right, third. Oh, dude, I don't know if I could name 3 more. I'll be honest. I don't. Wait, can you name some to refresh me?
Yeah, we haven't done John Taylor.
John Taylor.
We haven't done Lorenzo Snow.
I don't know dick about him. I know a little bit about Lorenzo. Apparently, he's a psychopath.
Really?
Apparently, from what I've read about him.
I don't remember that. Then there's Joseph
People think
F.
he was
Smith.
a serial killer. This is all alleged, not proved.
I've never heard
But
this.
people think Lorenzo Snow was like a serial killer.
That's
That
okay.
They killed people. There's like a lot of accounts of like him. I mean, they
Interesting.
could be fake, but like.
I've
people.
never heard that. So.
Well, but yeah. Anyway, who was Lorenzo Snow and who?
Joseph F. Smith, Heber J. Grant,
Joseph
George
F.
Albert Smith.
Oh wait, didn't Joseph F. Smith's like the fundamentalist church kind of came from him or something?
No, those the fundamentalists
That was like Joseph
came
Smith's
from
brother.
John Taylor.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick Thomas S. Monson as my third.
Unbased, bad pick.
Because one, I met him, and that's the only reason.
Here's why
that's
Thomas S. Monson's a bad pick.
Dude.
He wasn't very influential in the church.
Yeah,
And
that's what you think.
He spent like 3 or 4 years of his presidency riddled with dementia, not doing anything.
Yeah, well, dementia, schmencia, bro. I remember he would give talks sometimes, and like, general conference already to me as a teen was very difficult to understand, but like sometimes when he would talk, it would be like, dude, like I don't even know if he's like here with us right now. But
Yeah.
he's dope. He was very influential to me, at least, and our generation.
Yeah.
He changed the missionary what's it called? Age?
Missionary age for women and men.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I would have hated to, I don't know, wait a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, just for that, number 3. And I think our viewers will agree with me.
Yeah, well, maybe the viewers don't know anything then.
Yeah, dude.
Because my number 4 has got to be...
George Bush.
No, I think it's David O. McKay.
Oh, he has a lot of quotes in the MTC.
Yeah, David O. McKay is probably the president most responsible for turning the image of the church into, like, bearded old polygamist men to, like, the modern suit and tie, like, clean-cut look.
Oh,
Yeah.
good on him.
He was considered conventionally attractive,
Ooh.
so he was probably one of the hottest prophets.
Hell yeah. He's a hot prophet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of...
The hottest prophet is such a funny thing to say. Sorry.
a lot of our modern practices can be traced back to him just in terms of how corporate we are. And so I think it's super influential.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I don't think I could name 2 more, but we're going to go Joseph F. Smith
Yeah.
just for the name.
And he
It's
has
like
like the latest revelation in the Doctrine and Covenants.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so for that, and also it's like almost like picking Joseph Smith.
Kind of.
Was he a
yeah.
descendant? He was like a third cousin or something?
Yeah, he was his nephew.
That was his nephew.
So Hiram Smith's son.
That was Hiram Smith's son?
Yeah.
Joseph F. Smith was Hiram Smith's son.
Yeah.
Hard. All right, yeah, I'm picked just on that alone, dude. You got the bloodline. He's got the, what's it called? The chosen one's bloodline.
The birthright?
Yeah. He's like Queen Elizabeth's offspring. I don't know. But yeah, that's my 4th pick.
For my 5th, I'm going to have to go. Oh. I want to say...
Was James E. Talmage a prophet? He was like an apostle.
No, he was an apostle.
Okay, just like a legendary one.
Yeah, one of the goats.
Kind of sick.
I think my fifth's gonna be Lorenzo Snow.
All right.
And I think the reason is because of his influence on our cosmology. He was the first person to come up with the idea that man can become God, and God was once a man.
Dang.
Have you ever heard, as man is, God once was, as God is, man may become?
Was that his quote?
Yeah.
Kind of a hard quote.
So that's like so much of our modern cosmology, and apologists love that so much. So it's like, it's distinctly Mormon, and for that reason, he's my fifth pick.
I feel like that's a big reason that Mormons are attacked by Christians, too.
Yeah.
Like
it's a very distinct belief.
Yeah. All right. Dope. But it makes logical sense. Like, God had to develop, right?
Not necessarily.
I mean, he was just born an omnipotent being. Or maybe he wasn't born.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't.
Maybe he wasn't and isn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like the classical Christian and Jewish view is that he's just beyond our understanding.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, maybe Lorenzo was doing too much, dude. Maybe we're not supposed to understand God.
Yeah.
But, fifth? See if I can even name a fifth. The Eisenhower guy, dude.
Oh, not Harold B. Lee.
No. The guy that was prophet for like 3 days.
Ezra Taft Benson. Wait.
Oh, no, wait.
Eisenhower?
Eisenhower, no.
You're talking about Howard W. Hunter.
Was that the guy?
He was the prophet for like 9 months.
I'm confusing him with like a president. Bro, when I was a little kid, I would confuse prophets with presidents all the time, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I did that too.
I think I'm going to do Ezra Taft Benson, actually.
Okay, so, Ezra Taft Benson served... I'm going to look this up just to be sure.
The 80s, didn't he? It was before Kimball.
Yeah, it goes Benson Kimball.
Yeah, I knew that, I think.
No, he served Eisenhower.
Oh, it was Eisenhower.
So he's the Secretary of Agriculture for Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm going to pick Ezra Taft Benson. Honorable mention to Eisenhower. But I'm going to go Ezra Taft Benson because he has Ezra's name. Shout out Ezra.
Shout out.
And it's pretty cool. It's a cool name. That's my only reasoning. I don't know dick about him, but...
For my next, I'm going to go with...
Oh, wait. He also wrote the Family Proclamation of the World, didn't he?
No.
Oh.
That was, I believe...
Gordon B. Hinckley. Oh, never mind then. My bad. Yo, my bad. That's on me. Who's fifth?
For me, I think I'm on my sixth.
Abraham Lincoln.
We're scraping here.
I cannot tell a lie.
I'll go John Taylor.
John Taylor. Wasn't he the first one to wear shirt and tie or whatever? Because I remember in the prophet pictures, they all wore like weird scarves, and then I think John Taylor was the first one with like a tie.
Nah, John Taylor was third. So
then that was.
I highly doubt it.
That was not him.
Nah, just one of the greats. I don't know too much about him, to be honest. I don't know if he was anything that notable.
Dude, I remember I'd look at that, like, when did society change to, like, a tie? And I'd look, I'm like, oh, right here, during this era. And it was always, like, in, like, the early 1900s, like, 1915-ish. Somebody was like, yo, let's wear a tie. Why do we gotta wear this scarf shit? Doesn't make sense.
I think there's one I'm missing.
But, yeah, dude, hard. If you're a listener and you happen to be this very niche person where you were not offended of what we said and still know LDS culture, which is honestly a lot of people, let us know. Let us know who had the better five. Do you have anything else to say to the viewers?
No, I'll just download Pen Pals, listen to Floral Blue.
Listen to Alex Vieira and Floral Blue, and we have a song coming out October 3rd.
Yeah.
And it's a banger.
Yep.
We went to a sorority house and played it, and they all loved it. And they all wanted to kiss us, which was weird.
That was weird.
Which was weird, but, like, we didn't want to because it's just, like... We don't want to be idolized. Like, idolize the art. Don't idolize the artist, you know?
Yeah, well, idolize us a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. All right. This has been Banter Bits. And I'm going to wait till it's an hour 10. Because an hour 9.
Banter Bits is produced by Alex Vieira.
Yes.
Banter Bits is a production of Alex Vieira.
Banter Bits, but it's not Vieira. If you're listening to this, you